Good morning everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch, where I make beautiful artificial arrangements. I do funeral tributes, wreaths, swags, home decor and much more. Right, today guys, I don't know if you can remember, a while back I did a butterfly. Fortunately I've got some in stock, but I've had another request for a butterfly, but this time in the colours peach or thereabouts, the message said. They are watching and subscribed to my videos, and they noticed the butterfly, they loved it, and they'd like again one doing in the peach colours, a bright nice spring colour. So we're gonna do one. We're just gonna do one. So I have got another butterfly, a base or a frame to where we are going to do our peach one. I have prepared the bow in advance, so it's very like a delicate colour and very I don't know, calming and soothing, I think. So I've done one where it's got little florals on it in peach, and then I decided to do the white or the cream or maybe even the ivory who knows, deco web, and then just a peach coloured is it organza ribbon as well. So I've only done the loops at the back are at 4.5 inches, the deco web is at 4, and the little peach one at the front is at 3.5, and then I've done another loop in the center which is at 2. So, and again on this one I've brought down all my tail ends because I don't want them getting in the way of the butterfly's body. So I've got a feeling I was actually looking before I started, oh that looks quite nice actually on the one of the wings, but I was in mind when I made it going to put it at the bottom. So who knows guys, we'll see as we go along. So, and I'm gonna sit down again, you know, now because I've got my light and my stand for my camera on my table. It's pointing down, you can get closer up, so I can sit down on the job. What better thing to do, eh guys? So I'm going to first of all go through what we've got, but I will alter the camera. I was having a look before we started. Now, do I zoom in a little bit more than what I did yesterday? If so, then it may look really close, so we're gonna give it a bash. So let's first of all go through what we've got. Now I've got out my rubber textured fern in the olivey green colour that I've only got a few bits out because obviously it's not a big frame. The frame from the widest point of the wings at the top is 18 inches, but at the bottom it's only 14, sorry. So it's not very big, and plus there's not much in the centre for a lot of things to go, like the big me who likes big things. So again, I've got the olivey coloured rubber textured fern. I found these 2 bits of oddments, and with them being a nice green, I thought, oh, we could add some of that in, guys. Look at that, don't that hang lovely? And I thought, oh, it could droop or anything like that. I have got my foxtail fern out as well, it's flocked, and I thought, oh, I could place some of that in as well. to give it that movement and that wispiness, guys. You know me, I like my wispies. And what we used yesterday, the euphorbia, the colour I love. And one of the ladies, a dear friend, Sandra, said that it looks so realistic. Honestly, guys, when I look at the bucket up above, it really does look like it's real. So I'm gonna be definitely purchasing some more of those. I've got out the light coloured, I've got the dark as well, but I've got out the light coloured bay leaves. I thought, because with it being peach, I don't want dark. So in tone, I'm trying to keep it light so it's nice and cheerful. So we've got that out as well. Now I did get these out because I've got some odd bit little, I've got a full bunch, but I've just grabbed some and wrapped them round to keep them together. Some bits of vine. Now I have got my ficus. Now these are the oddments in this colour. Like yesterday we had the oddments in the other one. These are my oddments in the variegated ficus. I seem to get more of a build up with these than anything. So that is the greenery. Oh, before I move on to the floral, I did get out some eucalyptus. I got it in peach. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm not sure whether I'm going to use it, but then I also got out these little airy wispy bits as well that I love. But I got out some little white fern or cream in colour. They may look bright on the camera, but honestly guys, they're like an ivory look, and they're very, very pretty and delicate. So we may use those as well. That's the only thing that I've got out. That's not like me, guys. I've usually got a bucket full. So again, I'm trying to stick with what I get out and make the most of it. Right, for again our movement in some of our floral, I've got these little white, different to the usual gypsophilia that I use, but again these have got the grass with it, and I thought I may use those. I think I've got an oddment in here, so they are quite wispy look, and they've got bits of their own grassy stems. So now, what more than a springtime look, eh? Wild poppies. And look guys, oh, they've got the wispy bits in. Oh, I love anything. Look how they move. I love anything that is wispy and move. And you know what guys, they, believe it or not, they are a foam feel, but on the outside it's all, I don't know if you can see that. Look at the texture on the outside. But then on the inside, they've got all of those seeds. Isn't that wonderful? Now, I did get these little miniature baby germinis. Now, they are a darker colour, but I thought they may look nice just to have something in floral which has got a different tone that it can bounce off of. And I have got my peachy coloured, one of my favourite flowers guys, my #1 favourite flower, the ranunculus. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? So I thought, oh, we've got to use, and look in the centre, they're a little bit like the colour of these little germinis, and that is why I have got those out. Isn't that pretty? And at the same time, I've just grabbed a few oddments of my baby carnations, again with the little wispy bits with the flower, and these curly swirly little bits as well, and their own little bit of ferny foliage. And again, when you look at all the colours of the foliage, don't they look beautiful together? So I've got those. I have got a few green blossoms out. I took off the main stem and put them on single stems just for a different colour to add against, you know, the floral as well, to make it look bright and cheerful. And then these little oddments, I just grabbed a few. I didn't want a lot. Wispy again. Oh, I love it. My baby miniature. Oh, guys, daffodils. Aren't they tiny? When I say tiny, the head on them is 1 inch, and that's the outer edge, the biggest. 1 inch. Oh, and that is that. So I'm going to push those there. I'm going to bring our butterfly here, and I'm going to alter the camera. And I just wish to say before I do, thank you for the new subscribers. Karina, welcome to the flower patch. And, you know, I hope you have a wonderful time watching the videos. And also Amanda, I'm glad that when you spotted on the playlist, as you asked what my room looked like behind the cameras, and I said that I'd already done a video on it, and you're going to take a few ideas off of what I've done, like the guttering for your ribbons. Good girl. I tell you now, Amanda, they will save a lot of space from having boxes underneath you full of ribbons. You are then able to see what you've got. So I'm going to move the camera. Let me just have a little drink before we do. And let's see what it looks like zoomed in, guys. It may look much bigger than what it actually is on here, but hey ho, that's fantastic. So let's have a look. So get ready for the zooming out, guys. And I'm going to go down towards, are you ready? Go. Oh my goodness, is that good enough for you guys to zoom in? Let's just keep bending it a little. I think that might be okay. So I hope that's all right for you to see, guys. You'll just see my stubby fingers, look, no nails, but that'll have to be that. And I'm not going to be putting everything I've got out in. It's only going to be bits out of each bunch that I've chosen that will go in. And I'm going to be cutting things down, like the ficus. I don't want that taking all the room, so I will be chopping. So let's see first of all what it's like with this one. Yeah, so I'm going to place that one at the top. Like that. Then I've got another one which I'm going to place there. We're going to place that one also in there and just manipulate it to how you'd like it to sit. I wonder if I could get it to sit around like the shape of the wing, and maybe that one like that. So then we'll get another piece, and I'm only going to do these smaller because I want those to come in around here. So these are going to be tiny stems. Oh guys, when I said yesterday I'm finishing early, I had a young lady and gentleman ring me up just as I about to close everything down. Wanted to come to see me because they wanted flowers doing for their wedding. So I hung on. Well, I went in the house first for a cup of coffee. And when they got here, they want 6 bridesmaid poses, 2 corsages for the mothers. I think they said 8 buttonholes, and 1 for the flower girl and obviously the bride. They've had quotes from everywhere else. So I priced everything up and they agreed and they're going for it. So I've got a big wedding to do, guys. And she's given me the colour scheme that she'd like, which is like a dusky blue, which is a beautiful colour. So I've placed the order in for my stock for them all to arrive. So and I'm going to be coming in as I go down to the V shape, of the same shape as the bottom of the butterfly. And I have to be careful with my stems because I haven't got a lot of room to place in a lot of long stems. And then let's see, do I put just 1? Yeah. Just move it over that side a little, and then I've got 1 where I want to go to the top. I may do that one slightly longer. I've got a longer stem here. So the shape of it, if you think about it, is like a swag. When I say, because I have a way for the beginners mainly, because I'm sure everybody's fabulous at it, but mainly for the beginners, to remember if it's a bit too hard for them, you know, when it comes to, I've got a bit of glue on it, guys, so let me get my scissors. I don't want to ruin the leaf. This is another thing that I do. If I can't get it off, I shape the leaf. There. I forgot what, oh yes, it's the shape of the swag, as you see. Here is higher and then it goes off to a thinner part at the bottom. So for the new beginners, you know, I always say look at it like the top part of your body, which may make it easier for you to place your bottom layer of your greenery. There's your neck in the center where I placed this one. These are your shoulders coming out here, the widest point. Then you go in to where your ribs are, about here, and then that is your waistline. Look at it like that. So you obviously, your top part of your body is going in like that. So if you remember that, you should place those. Fabulous, guys. So at the moment I won't be using any more of that. Let's get a few of these. I may want some just to pop out from the side. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to have that just like that. So we don't need the bottom one. I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. And just make sure I've got it sat correctly. Like that. Let's turn that leaf around. I've got two little pieces here. I may just place those down at the bottom here. So let's just get one under here again. Waste not, want not, guys. You know my motto. Oh, that's a bit. Oh, the stem's come off. Let's glue it back on. Oh, I can't get it with that now. Get my own pick. Oh, I think the stem's stuck inside. Oh, I can't get it out. So let's just hang on with that. Oh my goodness, I'm getting mixed up. I've got things around me. Let's get rid of the scissors. Let's get rid of those. Place that one in. Let's get rid of that glue off of our grapevine. Just turn that around. So that's like that. So then I've got one I want to place up here. So I'm going to take that bottom one off as well. I think this was classed as Boston fern when I purchased it. Let's see. Place one here. Now this hasn't got a stem on it, a wire in the stem. So, hi honey. So we're going to place this one carefully in and just manipulate it down like that. And do the same on this one, but I'm going to go up that way and then bend it outwards. So like that. So I've got this last little piece. I'm going to stick that with that at the top. So I don't need any more of those. Now I have our fern. This is a beautiful colour. Again, what I'm going to do with this, I'm not having it coming, you know, especially in the centre where you come down to the waistline. I don't want it sat out. So what I'm going to do is put it at the top on one side, and same on this. Again, I'm mirror imaging, and I can bend these. These are beautiful because you can bend them, twist them, give them movement. Fabulous. I'm going to do the same down here. Bring it up, lift it slightly. Then we'll do exactly the same on this side. Push it upwards towards the centre. And then when I say lift it up, you've got the main wide stem, just lift up and so it bends. So then that gives it that little bit of extra volume and that fluffiness. So now I'm going to be all chop that and place those there. And then I can place the others on picks, or even if I wish, in fact I'll place those in and use the others. And because these have got wiring, they'll also sit where you'd like them to be. And then I've got these. I could either place here. Let's have a look. One at the bottom, maybe one at the top. Or actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with them, guys, to give them, to blend in with the flowers. I'm going to stick them there. And again, they will blend in lovely. With our flowers. So it's like that on that side. So I've got these twiggy bits. Oh, I can't see where to open them. I've fastened them up. Oh, here we go. I may not use them all. They're just like twiggy bits where you can, I mean, they come like that. And you don't get a lot of foliage on these. It's more like a autumnal feel where the leaves are either dropping off, or maybe a spring where the leaves are starting to come back. So what I do, I go around, if I start at the top, around my fingers like that. So you've got a twirl and then just pull it and move it into direction so it looks more of a twig. Or you can just bend it like that if you want it like that. And again, here's a longer one. So you can have it like that, and if I bring that one that way, it doesn't look so spirally. And I've got a smaller one where I just bend it to look like a twig. So where's the other long one? So I'm going to place two up here. So it's like the tentacles, the butterfly. And I'm going to place one in there. I don't want them both the same size. Again, I want it to look natural. So you've got those there. Then I'm going to place these ones down here. One there. This. And then one there. I don't think I want those ones. We have a lot of floral, but I like to see a lot. Now you see these foxtail fern, look how they bend over. And obviously if you want it that side, twist it over and it'll bend the opposite side. But these are fabulous. Now they do come on with more on, you know, a lot more on the stems. I pull them off and place them on my own picks, as you can see. So I get more out of what I've brought or purchased. And plus, they're beautiful because they are wispy. So that one's there. Just lift up your leaf. I'm going to bring one out either side and then down here. So one, you'll be surprised, guys, what you're getting these small little wreaths. Again, because there isn't much here. There's not a lot of room, but you will be surprised. I may just put one down there. I hope you can see. Oh, I've got glue string attached to it, one up above. And the centre. Get this glue string off me, guys, it's hanging on me. And again, you can lift up, fluff up, like that. So I don't want any more of those either. Let's have a look. I might hold on to those, because again, there's a lot in, and the same with, I'll maybe use the bay leaves as filler, and maybe the euphorbia as filler as well. So let's have a look at our florals. Let's bring them over. Oh, my husband's bought me a cup of coffee and I've already got one. So let's get his drunk first. It's like a restaurant in here. It used to be a cafe. Now it's I've upgraded to a restaurant. So place that there. Right, I want our ranunculus. Let's take the tags off. What a beautiful colour. Let's just pop those out of the way a moment. You get 6 stems on a bunch. Oh, look at that. I'm going to take all of these 6 off. I tend to do it like that, like an umbrella. And then just, it's easier to chop, because you just twist them around. I mean, without dropping any on the floor. These are push-ups as well, so I always suggest when you're doing things like wreaths and that, push all your foliage to the top. Then on the top of your wreath, you will get that extra foliage, look, you know, filling in as well. So they will look pretty. So I'm going to put, I've got 2. How many have I got? Oh, I've got 3 with buds. So I want to place 2 up here with buds hanging. I may place 1 at the bottom. Then bring some in, like a little circle in the center, a little bunch of 3. So let's get the ones that are hanging first in. Oh, they're wonderful. One, again, push up to the top. Bring it round so the bud is hanging down to the bottom. I'm doing it the way you look at it, guys, instead of being upside down as you're watching. Twist the foliage around like that. So let's get the one in at the bottom. I'm going to bring that so the bud is on the underside, because it's the longest, and have that hanging downwards. Now these have only got one flower head on, and I'm going to bring 1 here, So one like that, just push it in a little bit more. Yes, for all you new beginners guys, ranunculus are my all-time favourite flower. I adore them. Especially the mini ranunculus. I think they are super. Really cute, beautiful shades that you can get them in. The blue's a nice one as well, and the yellow. Mind you, they all are. They all are beautiful. So there is your 3 in the centre. If I need any more, I've got the other ones here. I do have the little germinis, miniature germinis. They're that tiny. Let me see where I want to place the bow, because I don't know whether to just place it up there. I think I'm going to place it up there, guys. I've changed my mind. So, sorry if I keep drinking. It's that I've only got one hot plate, cup holder, warmer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Let's have a look. Now I have chopped a few of these off. Let's take, to save me time, because they are, look at the movement. They are on paperback. The movement of those. I'm wondering if I could place a bigger flower in the centre. Now, would I go for an orangey colour, or would I go for white, or because I don't want to hide the colours of the ranunculus. I'm going to place one there, again one there. I'm just placing these on top. Don't know what's happened to that one. This is a smaller one. I'll have to place one like that. And 2 more. Again, one like that. And then one like that. So you get in that shape. Let me just see what I could what other colour I could place in the centre, guys. Let me just pull that one out. Just want one stem. Bear with me a minute, guys. I knew I'd end up getting up. It's just that when you spot ideas. Yeah, we'll use that. So they are what we're using for the poppies as well. This would look beautiful as a graveside arrangement as well. It really would. So let's get in our poppies. Start at the top and work my way down. Oh, I need, this is a thing, I need tape, floral tape. Now, these stems on here are brown, so I will go and get the floral tape that is the same colour as the stems. They've got no wiring, guys. They are so floppy. So I tend to give them a helping hand by placing, and now you can see up close so you can see what I'm doing. I get the pick, because all it is just a pick. I don't know how many inches, 7 inches long. I place it on there. If there's any loose paper, pull at it and pick it off. And I place it a bit higher up where it's going to get more support. If I placed it down here, it'd just keep drooping. So I want to place it higher up so then I can manipulate that wired pick once I've got it in. Then I get my brown floral tape. I go over round a couple of times of the pick that I've just placed in, and then I go down. Now this bit is bending over, so I don't need all of that, so I cut some of it off, and I just go down, keep going about an inch after the poppy's stem, and then I go back up for a little bit of extra support and pull. So then now I've got an extra long pick, so that will be getting cut, but now I can manipulate that poppy to bend in any direction. So if I do that with them all, again you have loose paper, which is horrid, it looks horrible. Pull it off. If you haven't got wire picks like this, use a floral wire. If you've got one what's quite sturdy, you know, a bit thicker than you would if you was tying your ribbons together, and use one of those. They are just as good, guys. So again, I don't need all of this, so I cut that off. And I'm doing it, you know, slower so you can see. And there's the stem of the poppy. I go below that with the tape, and I keep going below about an inch or two, and then I come back up, and then get to the top where I started, and I've pulled it off. And again, now I've got a pick that I can use. I do the same with this. Go down. This has only got a short stem, so I don't need to cut this one. And then I go back up, pulling on the tape as I'm twisting it, because that's what activates the stickiness. You can see where all the brown paper was attached to it. Again, that is how thin the stems are. That white is where the brown floral tape from the poppy was attached to. So that is how thin they are. You know, you can't manipulate them, they just go back. Even if you've tried, they just droop back over. On these ones anyway, I've had some obviously stronger ones, so I don't need all that going down there. So I'm going to cut some of it off. I only need around that. Place my pick on, go around a couple of times at the top, and then go down past the poppy's stem about an inch, 2 inch, and then come back up and then pull. And that's all there is to it. I've got another one which has got a smaller stem, so I will go to that last little leaf there and bring my pick there, and then I will go around a couple of times or so, 2 or 3 times, and then start bringing the floral wire down. And then take it back to the top, pull, and now guys, we have picks that we can manipulate and bend look, into shape, however we want them to sit in the wreath. So for that, with the wispy bits, we'll place one here. So I want about that much taken off. I'll do that with two of them because I'm having two at the top. That's got a bit, I've just noticed that's a bit brown on there. It must be part of the colour. Anyway, here we go. Place it in, having it sitting up near the top. Then now I can bend my pick and have it sitting like that. A bit further down. So those two are there. I want one at the bottom. This one. I'm going with this one under the ranunculus. Oops, a daisy. Like that. So then it looks like you've got a bunch of three. I want that there. So I'm going to bring that one out slightly. Again. And that. Do it on the other side. So you've got that. I'm going to place this flower in the center there. Just push it down a little bit more. So there's your little flower in the middle. Isn't that a pretty colour? Oh, coffee. I bet it's gone cold. That's... So, let me just have a look. Doesn't that look beautiful? Oh guys, I'm sure you could all do this. You'll be fabulous. Right, I placed some of these little carnations on picks as well. I've tried to get some things done in advance. Let's get one there, and I'm going to dot these around. I'm going to cut them all around a similar length. What a beautiful thing to do. Again, it will look like a fabulous little piece, you know, on a graveside, or again even just for a Mother's Day gift. Or for your grandma's birthday. Just turn that so I can see it. There we go. And I don't know if you'd noticed, guys, but I'm giving the flowers their own space so they can breathe. Have you noticed the shape as well? The shape is going down, rounded off here, and then going down to that point. I want to add in some of these now as well. Some of our little germinis. I want one there. Cutting two at the same length because they will be going in the same area on the opposite side. So I want those here. Lift the head slightly. Again, we will fluff it all up. By bringing, you know, his foliage up. What we've had, what's hanging down. That one as well. So let's have a look. I think I need some down here. Let me just turn it around, guys, so I can see the spot to place it. Oops. And one on this side. Like that. I've got one left, and I'm going to place that right at the top. Like that. So that is those. Now I've got these blossoms in green, and I think they will look beautiful. If you see against the colours, doesn't that look pretty? And again, because I've placed them on single stems, I am able to use them either as filler or depth, you know, just for that little bit of extra colour. Again, I'm just going to place these where I'd like them to sit. I always like to place my foliage or flowers in before I decide to, you know, glue them in, because once they're in, you can take them out, but I find that it can become messy, and you know, I mean, everybody to their own opinion, but I think they don't look as professional, especially if you get a fussy customer, again, who will definitely check your work over. I'm just trying to get that one in place. Yeah, it will check your work over, guys, and you do get them. I've had them. And if they don't like what they see, or it's not as well hidden, or you know, you had your mechanics very well, they will surely come back onto you about it, if that's the sort of person that they are. I think place 2 here. I'm just trying to get them through. Like that. Again, they're quite long stems, so it's just trying to get them where I'd like them. And I think I'd want one in between here, but just slightly longer. If I can find a gap. Let's just turn it around. Yeah, so now I'm happy with the positioning of those. Now we stick them in. So if you think that once you've placed it in and you've not, you've glued it in immediately, and you like it, then that's fine. Again, just be careful, guys, that you do for sure like what you placed and where you've placed. I have to cut that one a bit shorter, it's not going in. Doesn't the nice limey coloured green look wonderful against the peaches? And here. If you can hear a banging, guys, it's my husband. And two here. Right, I'm just going to turn it around for this one, guys. Just want to make sure that it's going in. And then the last one. Again, you can still fluff up. The reason I chose as well just the limey coloured green is because of the colour of the ferns, and they were well together like that. So I don't need no more of those. I don't need no more of those. Now let's see. No. Straight away that told me no. Straight away that told me no. Now let's have a look. No, because there's a lot of that colour in. Our bay leaves. Just add the odd ones of those guys, and then that will be, and then the bow, and that will make it look beautiful with the bow added as well. So these bay leaves come on the bush like that, but you have them in 3 different parts, look, and I pull them off. I pull them off unless you want that full stem. And again guys, I put glue on the end, place them in, take the excess glue off, and there's my pick. And that's what I do to give me some more, and it goes further and I get more out of it, and it saves on pennies. So win-win. But these are beautiful. I prefer the lighter ones to the darker ones. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm filler foliage. I'm filling in where I see gaps. So that is all that I'm going to be doing now. So I'm going to be cutting them down to around there because it's filler foliage. I don't need long stems. We may need some more, but let's start with these. Alright, I'm just going to place, because I feel there's a little gap here. I keep forgetting where to hold on. And now you don't have to have these in a uniformed way, because again I'm just filling in wherever I see a gap. So I'm not making it in a certain design to where, you know, that must go opposite that. This is just placing in our filler to fluff, give it that volume as well by adding filler foliage, and the depth also by placing it a bit further down than what the flowers and things are, or maybe around the similar level, will give you beautiful look. I'm just turning it around as I go, guys, so I can see. Let me just check the top. Let's place one here. So let's get some more. And I'm wiping off again the glue that seeps out. So if I show you, so I say it a lot on my video, but you can't actually see. There's my glue. As soon as I press it in there, and then it pushes some of it out. So then I just get my finger, roll the stem around, so it gives it a neat finish, so it doesn't look like you've got a ball of glue dried sat there for the customer to pick up on. I had to learn all these little things, not just from when I was at university studying it, but also when by my own experiences, really. You tend to spot things, and if you're fussy like me, you'll think, oh gosh, there's glue on there, it don't, you know, that looks terrible. And you spot things, and you think, oh, I must get that off, and then you remember not to do it the next time. It's really weird. It's like riding a bike, really. Once you've made that mistake, once you've learnt it, you don't forget it. That's how I look at it. Gosh, guys, I think you wonderful people, whether it's a butterfly or another animal shape, I think you can do this, guys. I think you're all wonderful enough to be able to do it, and brilliant at it. I feel got one there. No, that looks, there's something bothering me around here. Yeah. So let's just get this one in. Look at all of these elements that we've been able to get in. Such a small base. I can see it's that full. Has that one gone in? Can't see it sticking out. So fluff up. And there we have our wonderful peachy coloured arrangement. Doesn't that look beautiful? Very summery, very spring effect, very bright, very cheerful and calming at the same time. So let's get our bow on. I was going to place the bow there, but I'm going to place it, I think. Let's see. Let me just grab it the correct way. Let me just hold it up, guys. No, it's hiding the bottom with all the flowers. So I'm going to place it around. Now these in the centre, it's wire, well it's metal. So I'm going to get my cable tie, because I've used a cable tie, and I'm going through this little piece of grapevine wreath. I don't want to place it around that, because again the customer will see it, and I will show you how to hide your mechanics. So I'm just pushing it through, and now you will see it on the back. Let me position the ribbon how I'd like it to sit. I think something like that. Get that in correct place. Yeah, so I'm going to use my cable tie, pull on it tight, snip it off. Now you can still see your mechanics, so you can have a choice. Get a leaf and just cover the mechanics, whether it be this or get some brown tape and put a bit of glue on there, get some and stick it over there, or you can get the colour of that, the grapevine wreath, which I'm going to do. Now I'm gonna have to be threading it inside and through. Oops, daisy, I didn't grab it. And I'm going to start again just before, so I've got something for the tape to go around onto and stick. Let me just move those tentacles out of the way. Now I'm coming here. I've taken some off the roll because obviously I can't get the roll through. But I tend to try and go over like that. As you can see, I'm going from one side to the other side. Bring my tape through this side. Go back over that side, just pushing it, the tape on to make sure. And again coming back over, so I've got more than just one layer of tape over it, because I don't want it going through the tape and scratching anybody's door. So I tend to be safe by placing more than one layer of floral tape on it. Just like I do with my stems, my picks, I double up and come back up for extra security. And make sure it's all pressed down neatly. And then as I come through the last bit, got to put the last bit, I press it down. So I have now hidden, guys, my mechanics, and in brown, the same colour as the wicker. So then you bring it back, sit it back, position, all your tail ends and everything, and fluff up your bow. And there you have your beautiful bow on your butterfly. Now, isn't that pretty? Hey guys, really, really pretty. Beautiful colour, peachy colours, nice calming, nice, what would look beautiful again as a gift to any loved one, male or female. It's a neutral colour. Anybody, you know, would enjoy something like that, or again as a wedding gift, or again for the graveside at a funeral, near the funeral stone, headstone, anything like that, or just have it even on your garden. Now, isn't that beautiful? I'd like that. What wouldn't I like, guys? I like anything. I absolutely love anything. Now, I think you lot can do this. I really think you guys can do this. I think you're so special that you've got the knowledge, you've got the ability, and you're all wonderful. So I think you would master this easily. So let me just straighten the tail ends up. So that is pretty. Right, I'm going to push up the oh gosh, what's it called? Camera. Oh, Dippy, I'm going, it's the afternoon. So I can chat. Chat, one moment, guys. Right, let's lift up. I'm going to zoom out, guys. There you have it, look. So let's lift up so you can see me. I don't like not talking to you when you can't see me. I can understand when I'm doing things like this. So, did you like that? I sure did. I like anything. I love requests. I do. I really do love requests. But I like doing anything. Even if anything from a vase arrangement, from just a plant pot, whether it be something in your house, or a little watering can, anything, or wreath, swag, hanging baskets, little hanging baskets, wall baskets, absolutely anything. So, and weddings. Well, I've got that to do. I've got bits there. Again, I've got to put all the ribbon around the stems of the bouquet holders in white silk ribbon. So, with pearl pins placed in, 6 down each one, ready for when I start with the flowers when they arrive. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the close-up of it as well, that you could see actually what I was doing this time instead of from afar. I sure did. Don't that look a picture? Oops, I'm caught. Da-da! So, it's wonderful, as I say, wonderful colour, very peaceful, you know, very calming, very subtle in the colour as well. It would, you know, spring look, spring summer effect, beautiful. So give it a go, guys, whether it be in these colours what I've chosen, in the peaches, well, it was a request really, but in the peaches, or in very pale lemons, pale pinks, or if you want a vibrant one, you know, or a deep rich colour, you know, or just one colour, whether it be not, you know, like this has got different shades of peach. If you just wanted one specific colour, like emerald green, and you want everything emerald green, do it in that. That would look pretty. Or if you just want no foliage and you just want the floral instead, and just place the floral in and have a compact one, that would be a nice idea. And if you wanted the bow at the top, if you're doing one so it comes over, you could do that, or have the bow at the bottom, or even in the center, or at the side like I've done it. Any position is nice, guys. And I know you all can do it, because you're all fabulous. Keep it up, guys. Really keep it up, because you can't get any work. You know, people keep saying to me, oh gosh, I'm not very good. You can't be worse than what you think. You can only get better. You really can, guys. And you'll climb up that ladder. Your confidence, honestly, I felt this exact same way when I started. You know, oh, I'll never be able to do, looking in magazines, oh, look at that, I wish I could do something like that. Oh, I'll never reach that standard. You know, mine will be rubbish and things like that. No, guys, the more you do it, even if it's for yourself, and then you take it. You see, this is another thing my tutor said to me. I mean, I am talking back years, but it did work. Make one, practice on one. Don't sell it, just have one where you practice at all times. Get a wreath, or buy a cheap wreath to start with. Do your design. If you don't like it, take it all apart. Remove all the, obviously, the glue and things like that. Or, well, in my time, it was the wire, but I'm, you know, wiring it all together. But I'm stating as present time. Remove your glue, and then reposition, and then start again. Placing your flowers in a different position where you think you might like it. If you still don't like it, or the odd flower doesn't look right, what you've placed in and around, take that flower out, put something else in there, or put a bit of greenery in its place. And she says, just keep going and going and going until you are happy. Then there comes a time when it clicks. Honestly, guys, I never thought it had happened. It just comes a time when it clicks in your head and you think, I know what to do. I can do this. I can do this. And you've got your own style, and then you start picking up your own confidence, and then you get better and better and better. And that is what will happen to all of you guys. It happened to me. I was in doubt, but then I should have listened, and it did. So now I've got my own signature style, how I like to do things. It may be different to others who may not like it, but there's always somebody out there, guys, that will like what you've done and or love what you've done. There may be people who don't like it. That's fine. The world, you know, is a business. You know, that's how, another way I look at it. The world is a business. You can please so many people. You can't please them all. People shop around, and your confidence and your ability to get better and better and practice and practice and practice, you'll be doing what I'm doing. No worries. You sure will, quicker than you think, and your confidence will just build and build. So keep creating, guys. You're all wonderful, and that's just a little advice from myself, just to pass on to you guys. Don't ever stop, and don't doubt yourself. Just keep going. Take it apart, redo it. Take it apart, redo it. You may get fed up of doing that, but until you're happy, keep taking it apart. I did, and it worked. Try it. So again, I hope you enjoyed this one. I sure did. Please subscribe and share to all the world. You know, enjoy, and just to come along and have a good chat and things like this, and just to learn something different. If you're in America, look at how some of us ladies and gentlemen in the UK design ours. It looks very similar to yours, you know, but sometimes I think yours may be really nice. So, but I can do it. So enjoy, and give us a thumbs up, guys, and give us a little comment. And again, like Emmanuel, if you want to send me a picture, you can send it me via email. The flower patch, that's all one word, 2401@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook under the flower patch, or even on Instagram again under the flower patch. and of course on YouTube here, where I do tutorials that are like movies. I always wanted to be famous. So give it a go, guys, and I'm going to leave you with that. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Thank you so much to all you new subscribers. You are wonderful people. I love you all. Keep creating. God bless. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.